21 years ago, I scored a job at a dirt bike magazine. As the new kid, I drew the short straw and had to go ride what I thought was a street bike, until I treated it like a dirt bike and opened my eyes to the world of adventure. What followed was a fool's paradise, as I became the video guy for the BMW safaris and racked up thousands of kilometers on GS models I could never afford, including the legendary GS Adventure. Over the last decade, I've experienced firsthand the evolution of the big GSA, so I'm curious to see what BMW have done with their latest model. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the R1300 GSA Trophy Edition, BMW's latest offering of the Rhino. And you know, when I first saw images of this bike online, it's a shock reaction. It's like, my God, what have they done? They've killed the Rhino. The only reason this bike is here, yeah, I do have a long-standing connection with this model, but I needed to know what they've done. Is this thing now a two-wheel digitized Land Cruiser Prado? Like, look at it, it's a box. But this is the thing, right? Now that I see it in the flesh, the geometry checks out, the wheelbase. It's a compact nugget. The beef up front, but this is a whole new level of beef, but wow, you can't deny its presence. As the intro explained, my adventure two-cylinder journey started on the original GS 1150. Concept was the same. Boxer engine, gonna leave a front end, you know, like it's got a shock in the front. This is its own beast, and I've always said it about these bikes. They compete with nothing else because they have created their own category, and they are the master of their own category, which also happens to be, I believe, the highest selling adventure bike of all time. Like, I think that's why the GS and the GS riders cop so much heat, because in Australia we have this thing called tall poppy syndrome. Something grows big and stands out, everyone wants to cut it down, and the Rhino has definitely been subject to that. But the people that buy them and have them, all that just drops away when you are having that experience that only these things deliver. And when I say they're in their own category, the other bikes out there that come close to it, and in a lot of ways can outperform it in certain areas, are like your 1290s, right? The KTM, that's more, it's like a more dirt bike version of this, but it's not this. You can't really put them in the same class because just look at this thing. It's a rare beast that's been around forever. And that's why it's here. I need to know, have they gone backwards with this tech bulk, or is this going to be the best Rhino we've ever seen? I'm going to run this test in 2 stages. I like to trail ride my big bikes. The best way to cut the bullshit and get down to the actual handling of a motorcycle is to trail ride it through the bush, especially if it's claiming to be some kind of off-road bike, right? If she checks out there, then I'm going to go on a cool camping adventure, and then we'll explore all the features and the tech and all that. But right now, I need to know if the Rhino is still the Rhino. Let's go. Okay, one thing I'm doing straight away is getting rid of these little rubber doodahs. Oh, look at that, they just popped straight out. Thank you very much. Reasonable looking foot pegs on there too, like actual dirt bike foot pegs. This is going to be very interesting. So I've got it in enduro mode because I'm going enduro riding, and I like this setting where it shows the bike. It's got all the temp, all that stuff. 419 k's, wow, must be a bit of fuel on board. But I like this, I think the front will register once I get rolling, but I like to keep an eye on the tyre pressures. A unit this heavy, this big, it's good to know that your tyres are up. I'm just going to ease into it. The southwest has just been absolutely bombarded. We are peak winter right now, so there's a certain element of these tracks that are going to be slimy. Wet clay conditions are pretty much kryptonite for a big unit like this. You know what? She's not giving me any reason to hold back for now. Yeah, that traction control's quite heavy, quite interfering, but it's a good thing. I'm just feeling it out, so I'll leave it like this for a bit. Oh, it's a bit slushy. Oh, hang on, I've got to shut up and concentrate a bit here. Oh. Nah, stop being such a sook. Just attack with the fucking Rhino. Whoa. Man, it's got some balls. Alright, this is going to test your torque and your hill climbing. Oh, I just put her straight up the middle. Yeah, I'm not liking this traction control, but I want to do that hill again and get rid of some traction control.
Riemann.
How you going, boss?
Pretty busy, man. Pretty good. Doing a renovation at home, so it's soaking up a lot of my time.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to finish my house. Mate, I am sitting on the new Rhino GSA R1300 Trophy Edition. How the f do I turn the traction control off?
Okay, up at your left thumb, there's a little button that looks like a hamburger button.
Yeah, looks like, yep.
Click that, and then scroll the scroll wheel down to DTC. Push it across to the right.
There we go.
And then the little toggle button with the arrows up and down, you push and hold that up or push and hold that down.
It's off. Tell me about the suspension.
Okay, press the menu button down.
Settings.
Is there assistance?
There it is. Assist. Suspension.
Suspension.
Damping configuration.
Go -2 on everything. Roll the little scroll wheel to -2 on everything, and then push the toggle wheel to lock it in.
And enduro -2 on everything. So do I ride it in Dynamic Pro now or Enduro?
Enduro Pro. Ignore Dynamic. Enduro Pro. And you should.
And I've just got Enduro. It doesn't say Enduro Pro, it just says Enduro.
Okay, so vehicle settings, go into that.
Ride mode pre-selection. Oh, there it is. Enduro Pro.
Go Enduro Pro, and then underneath it'll say configuration. Go into configuration.
Configuration.
Yeah, and make sure you've got full gas on all your throttle, ABS, like you want it all. You can have a rain throttle in Enduro Pro. You can be a pussy, but you want it.
Yeah. Okay, now you're talking. Okay, so now I can go across to mode, and there it is, Enduro Pro. Okay, we're on here.
Light that motherfucker up. See you later.
Eric, you're a champion. See you, mate. Bye. That was a good friend of mine, Chris Urquhart. He runs the BMW off-road rider training, runs all the BMW safaris, and I believe he has just transformed my ride. Should I be scared? I'm not sure. Oh man, this is, wow. These off cambers, you can't see it, these greasy off cambers and ruts and rocks, but the Rhino, whoa, now you're talking. Whoa, yeah, I gotta get a feel for this. She's a different animal. What a friggin' beast. You know, with every kick, bump, deflection, wheel spin, every little moment spent moving forward on this thing, I'm already feeling that world raid factor. Hold on, let me concentrate. This is slippery clay. Ooh, I don't want to speak too soon. Put it down. Look how eroded it is from the weather, from the rain, the mush. But you know what? This has the world raid factor. When I first saw the world raid, it's like, my God, it's a freaking whale. And then I finally got on that bike
and as soon as you get on the pegs, all that size just falls away. Honestly, they've nailed it. They've done it. It's early days, but I'm just going to come out and say it. Every Rhino before this is more of a cow than this thing. How they've made a machine that looks bigger, feels smaller, is a total credit to the engineers. Like, I'm just dirt biking this thing all day. It's been a couple of years since I rode the GSA 1250. What was that one? I think it was also a rally. But man, they have not killed the Rhino. They have perfected it. It's like they've stepped it up. It's like they want it to be more than what it is. Well, where am I going? Let's just blast it. Oh. Whoa. She just pops up on the back wheel. The legacy of the Rhino continues in a way I never expected. Honestly, I'm not even, if I was to look down, it'd be like, good God, it is a Rhino. Look at the size of it. Look at the fucking size of it. And it's just dirt biking along through these wet, greasy trails. I'm a bit excited. I don't know why. I'm just happy that they haven't fucked it. They have. They've perfected this. Look out. The rain ruts through here are savage. Okay. Very mushy, rutted downhill. Just settle down. You cannot have a bike that weighs this much be an out of balance pig. You know, like 270 odd kilo bike, there's a lot of weight pressing down on the wheels, so if the balance is even slightly wrong, this thing would be an absolute pig. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Bit of a hill climb. And you know, not that I expected this is what I'd be doing, but here we are. Bit of single track through the trees. And you know, again, look at this. There's some decent whoops. This suspension's pretty good. What is this model? It's a trophy. It's a trophy hunter. Hats off to the Germans. They're freaks. They are absolute freaks. Oh. Look how wide the sucker is. We got her through. Whoops. I'm not in a hurry to find the limit of the suspension, but I haven't found it yet. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to know that switching off that collision sensing business is going to allow me to ride through the bush and not have the system freak out on trees. So it doesn't care. It's like it wants to do this all day. Success. Right, I need to see if there's some tools, because I didn't bring any. And this is pissing me off no end. Why is it that every single manufacturer on the planet cannot, of all this tech, like they all do it, it doesn't matter who it is, Royal Enfield, it doesn't matter, they're just f***ed. You one little clip and you've got this friggin' thing. Like, come on guys, it's always an afterthought, the mirrors. It's got to be in here, eh? There we go. No tools here. Come on, there's got to be tools. We're getting closer. What's in here? I can feel it. Is it gonna be? It better be a f***ing spanner for the mirror, or I will lose it. It is. Get out. Okay. For f***'s sake, is it the right size? It is. Okay. Alright, business as usual, rant over. Yeah, whatever settings I've got on there from Irk, who's put the work in, who runs his business on these things, yeah, impressive. I haven't tried too hard. I want to look after the big rig, but I am yet to come close to bottoming this thing. But let's just give her a... Nah, it's just doing it. It's carrying its weight well. Oh, this thing's just ready for all of it. Very suitably impressed. Uh-oh, what do we got here? I've got a good feel for it now. And look at the track. You can't see, but there is moss on this hard it's so wet. It's so slick. And you know, we got a 1.3 litre engine beneath us, right? 1.3 friggin' litre of hill climbing. What do we got here? Sticks. Just process the wood. Listen to it. Rhino doesn't give a. What's this business? Oh, now you're talking. Dirt biking my way through some very mushy, wet, greasy, slimy, you know, trails. This is dirt bike territory, and the big unit is friggin' dancing its way through. Rightio, the hill climb. Here we go. We're either gonna pop a tire or bend something here, but it's time to let the friggin' Rhino eat. That was a proper Rhino send. And everything underneath is immaculate.
That last impact did blow my GoPro clean off the windshield though. Maximum speed over 200 kilometers per hour. No shit, wow. But 30 litre fuel tank. Road ready, fully fueled, 269 kilos. Okay, this is the mothership, right? This is a big unit. And that did not feel like I was riding a 270 kilo bike. And what I was getting at earlier about the balance, you know, you cannot have a bike. Well, if you have a bike that weighs that much, when you hit that clay mossy shit, if there's an unbalance of this bike, one wheel's gone. You're either going to just instantly lose the front or instantly lose the rear. They have mastered the balance of this thing in that when the surface is gone, when there's no traction. I did it multiple times, uphill, downhill, through some of those slushy creeks, cresting over that, you know, that mossy, hard-packed, wet shit. And not at any point did this do anything that I wasn't ready for. And that is the perfection in the engineering of this thing. And they've had it all along. So when I say I wanted to know if they've the Rhino or not, with all this tech and size and squareness and bulk, and now that I have it in the flesh, awesomeness, it really is. It's such a credit to them that they have done all that they have taken big features, 1300cc engine, 30 litres of fuel, just big, everything's big, and compacted it into a stable weapon in trail riding situations. Like, I get it now. They compete with no one with this design. And okay, what's the price? I didn't even check the price. Whoa, here we go. Price for bike tested, $43,500. That's huge. I won't be owning one in a hurry, and the majority won't. But this is the beauty of this machine, right? This motorcycle is like the heart of the company. It stems from Dakar, you know, from the original R80, R100s that they were racing in Dakar 20, 30 years ago, right? This design, this boxer, this weapon has carried through into the most premium adventure flagship of all time, really. Like, it's crazy, right? I haven't even gone into the tech. We've been carrying all that shit around, all that tech around through the creeks and the hills and just blasting through the trails with all that tech. We haven't even gone into that yet. I only wanted to know about the sheer off-road performance of what this motorcycle is, and it's passed with flying colors. So here's the thing with BMW. They are just like, they don't give a f. This is the design we're using. This is the suspension. These are the wheels. This is the engine. This is the friggin' tank. And this is how we're going to make it look. And this is what it's going to cost. And that right there is what manufacturers need to do. Absolute respect that they've done that. I'm not into the 900s in that. As high performance as that 900 was, what threw me was the engine, and further research shows it's not a BMW built engine. Please tell me if there's someone out there that works for the factory, or if it's just common knowledge. I haven't really looked that hard into it. Please tell me this is German. This motor, I mean, it sounds and feels like it. Like, listen to this. Listen to this. Okay. That's a 1.3 litre engine there, right? 1.3 litre, doing this. It's silky smooth. It's got those, I want to say warhorse qualities, but it's the Rhino. Look at it tilt. It's going to come off the stand. And you know what? When you're riding it, there's none of that. When she's clicked into gear, that inertia just channels to the back, and it's just pure thrust forward. No. Please, BMW, don't change. Don't sell out. I hope this has to be German built. And that's the thing. This is the thing, right? If I'm buying a Kawasaki, I want a Kawasaki that's built in Japan, top to bottom. If I'm buying a KTM, I want an Austrian built machine from top to bottom. It's just the way I am. It's the best products. I feel as soon as manufacturers get to that point where the number crunchers are going, save dollars, and they outsource the build, the heart of that model is gone. Because let's face it, the outsourced manufacturer
they're just producing. That's not their reputation. They can just build whatever, and they're getting paid, and it's to the detriment of the buyer when that engine shits itself. It's their reputation that's going down the gurgler. It's so distorted now. The adventure race is going off its face now. It's crazy, and I just sit back and look at a lot of it, and just I keep a distance through. I think now. I only align with the manufacturers I believe in. This is the only Beamer model that I've loved right from the beginning, and I love it even more now. It's far out. It's just blown my mind. Anyway, enough of that ramble. She's passed the test in flying colours. I'm going to saddle her up with some luggage and go on a real world adventure. Settle it all down. Just enjoy and fumble my way through the tech and really, really highlight the magic of this model even further. Holy shit. I'm blown away. I'm so happy. I'm so happy they didn't fuck it up. Whoa, don't want to get sideways on that slick shit. Oh, Rhino's just dominating the stones.